So we are a Australian-listed medical technology company. We have a belief, and a strong belief indeed, that we can change the way the world breathes. And the reason we believe that is, for a vast majority of people, taking something as simple as a deep breath is a struggle. So we are very firmly of the belief that if you can improve the way somebody breathes, you can allow them to perform better, you can allow them to sleep better, you can allow them to be better. And that's obviously a massive global opportunity, a classic opportunity that we are now pursuing. We're based in Melbourne, Australia. Our ticker is RNO, so you can invest through the ASX to buy shares in Rhinomed. We've got about $4 million in cash on hand. We've just completed a $5.6 million capital raising. We have sufficient cash to get us out to end of 2017. We've got a staff of 11. We're fully patented. We've got 60 patents on our technology, which I'll take you through. That will take us out to the end of 2037. That's critically important from an investment perspective. We've got a very well-credentialed and qualified management and board who've got deep international experience. In fact, our chairman is the ex-head of Legg Mason, JP Morgan. One of our non-executive directors, Brent Scrimshaw, used to run Nike in Western Europe. So a lot of deep expertise in how to take technologies, not only to commercialization, but financing them as well. So we actually have what is in effect a pretty simple nasal technology platform. If you come to stand 91 up top there, you'll be able to try it yourself, and certainly you should try before you invest. It's a very simple technology. It's a nasal stent, and it allows us to do some pretty amazing things. First of all, by stenting your nose and allowing you to breathe better, we can actually allow you to overcome nasal resistance if you're doing exercise. By stenting your nose and allowing you to breathe better, we can resolve snoring for a vast majority of people who snore because of nasal issues. By stenting your nose and putting a one-way valve system in it, we can actually, and we're currently conducting a clinical trial, phase 1 clinical trial, we have a frontline solution for obstructive sleep apnea. By also putting a scent or a fragrance into this device, we can turn it from a simple stent into a long-release nasal decongestant. So think the Vicks stick, which everyone would have used as growing up. Think the next generation of that. So it is truly a technology platform in the true sense. Multiple applications. Once again, that's critically important from a de-risking perspective, from an investment perspective as well. Our first product is the Turbine. Looks like that. It's now available in cycling stores and also on boots.com. It's a nasal stent, as I said. It allows you to breathe better. More importantly, it allows this guy to breathe better. This is Chris Froome. He's one of our investors. Chris won the Tour de France last year wearing it. He'll be wearing it this year when he goes for his third Tour de France. We have another athlete, Shannon Robury, who broke Mary Decker's 31-year-old record of 1,500 metres wearing the Turbine. Why? Because she was able to breathe better. The reason Chris uses it is because he gets exercise-induced asthma. If you breathe through your nose, the air is warmed, it's humidified, it's filtered. It allows you to breathe better, stops you getting asthma, and that's exactly why he uses it. Here's Shannon Robury. As you can see, she is using it to break the record there. You note the girl behind her is breathing through her mouth. Of course, if you are absolutely full exertion, you're going to breathe through your mouth, but you still breathe through the nose, and that's what got Shannon over the line successfully. One of the other key markets we're obviously focused on is sleep. Sleep is now a global health phenomenon. Arianna Huffington, who founded the Huffington Post, just released a new book called The Sleep Revolution, pointing to the impact of sleep deprivation and a whole lot of health issues like dementia and Alzheimer's, and the importance of getting good sleep. And we know that if you can improve breathing through the nose, if you breathe better at night, you'll actually sleep better. Our first product is Mute, and that's exactly what you want to do. You don't want to necessarily kill your partner who's snoring next to you. You just want to get them to hit the mute button, and that's exactly what this product does. It was released in February last year in Australia. We're in about 500 pharmacies in Australia now. We, in November of last year, went into Boots here in the UK. In fact, if you go down to just down the road here to the Boots in the High Street here in Islington, you can buy a packet of Mute for £16.90. 1 month supply with 3 units or 1 pack. So at that price, it's cheaper than a divorce lawyer as well. One of the critical aspects of this technology is that if you look at the whole sleep market, there's a lot of technology out there. This fundamentally works. How do we know that? We've done a clinical trial, we've done a user trial that demonstrates resolving breathing through the nose will reduce snoring in 75% of folks, as you can see here. Of course, it's great to have a great technology, but if people can't find it, if they don't notice it's there, if they don't know it's there, they're not going to buy it. And we are very firm believers in developing branded technology. And that's really critically important. It's great to have strong IP, but unless it's got a great brand that's wrapped around it, people will never find it in shelf. And this product is very clearly designed to jump off the shelf. And that's exactly what you'll notice when you go down to Boots down the road here. Pleasingly, and I'll explain a bit more about this, you'll notice that customers actually love Mute. The woman you see here is a woman called Jenny Chapman. For those of you who watch ITV, if you watch the morning show on Monday, Jenny's being interviewed for UK Stop Snoring Week. The reason being is that she snores at 110 decibels, which is 8 decibels louder than a low-flying jet. So we gave her Mute, and the only reason I'm telling you this story is because it worked. So that's the fundamental thing, is her husband moved back into the same bedroom as her, which is at least one of the great things we're doing globally, saving marriages. So there's two segments we realise. The people who actually are highly motivated to do something about it, and then you see the quote, which is one of my favourite quotes that appeared on our Facebook page from Jen Owens, who said, "Guy Gingell, I will not move in with you unless you get these." So we have two sorts of people, the person who wants to do something about it, and then the person who's going to out them. We have an active and growing community of people who are saying, snoring is an issue that stands between our relationships. We need to do something about it. Try this product. And that's one of our key opportunities here, is getting people to try this product for all the reasons we spoke about. We have a multi-channel deployment model. So not only are we going through retail, we're selling through online, we're selling through clinics, sleep clinics, ENTs, ear, nose and throat surgeons, and the dental space as well. Pleasingly, as I said, we've had a rapid growth rate for the last 12 months. As you can see, we launched in Australia. We're only in literally about 3 pharmacies initially. We've grown to 300 when we ran the Snorgist program in August last year. We're in Boots in November. We appointed a Canadian distributor in March of this year. We're going into, at the end of next week, 1,000 Walgreens and Duane Reade stores in the US. And we're already in conversations with over 15,000 stores in the US alone. So the mathematics of this is very simple. Our rough wholesale price is around $10 per pack US. We manufacture it fully packaged, sitting on the dock for under $1. The more shelves we can put this product on, the more this company will be profitable quicker. Pleasingly though, this isn't a one-hit wonder. We've got multiple shots on goal, as I sort of hinted to earlier. We have an end-to-end solution. So whilst we have Mute on market for snoring, the introduction of the decongestant is coming, and that'll be out the end of this year, early next. We also have the ability to actually combine our Mute technology with existing sleep apnea products. So this is like for an oral device or the CPAP mask. By stenting the nose, you improve the efficacy. And we're getting some great feedback from the sleep industry and the clinicians about the impact of that on compliance. And finally, we're also doing a very exciting clinical trial, which will report hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And this is about introducing a new technology that will be a frontline solution for sleep apnea globally. The next generation decongestant, obviously you'd all be familiar with Vicks. It's an iconic brand. That classic inhaler has not changed in about 40 years. What we're talking about is combining that sort of formulation with our device to introduce a low dose, long release version. So you're not only not getting congested, you're not waking up getting congested as well. We see that as being a major, significant opportunity, purely for the reason that the cough, cold, allergy market in the US retail is about $8 billion. So if we can provide some innovation into this category, we believe we've got something very exciting. Interestingly enough, Chris Froome is helping us with that, because whilst we recognise people want a low dose, long release overnight, what Chris is looking for in the Turbine is in effect the wasabi version. He wants a high dose, high impact product. Let's go back. So the sleep apnea market, just to finish up on, It's a massive opportunity for us. The big problem for sleep apnea is that nobody wants the mask. So to be able to introduce a product that actually dilates the nose, sits in the nose, and looks exactly like that is truly revolutionary in the sleep apnea market. So I'm happy to take any questions. Come up to stand 91 to find out more about the product. Try it for yourself. I know Jim's an investor because he's tried the product. We like investors who actually try before they buy. It's the classic Victor Khayyam thing. You should always try a product before you invest. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Michael.